On a quiet morning in the forest, the animals gathered around in silence. A deep rumble shook the ground. Birds flew off their nests, and dust rose from the hilltop. Everyone gasped in shock. Something big was coming down fast. What could it be? Moments later, they saw it. A giant stone, crashing through the trees, heading straight for the bottom. But what shocked them the most was what the stone crushed when it reached the ground. Timo the tortoise was not like other tortoises. He was a very caring, slow one. Yes, but his pride was strong. While others spent their days relaxing, gardening, and chatting, Timo wanted more. He wanted to prove that he was the strongest animal in the forest. "I may be slow," Timo said one day, "but I am not weak. I will show you all what I can do." The animals laughed. Not to be mean, but because they loved Timo and thought he was just joking. But Timo was not joking. That very day, he found a huge stone, bigger than any animal in the forest, and made a plan. "I will push this stone to the top of the hill," he said. "Then, everyone will see how strong I am." The next morning, Timo began his journey. The hill was tall, and the sun was hot, but he didn't stop. He pushed, he pulled, he grunted. Hours passed, and the animals watched from a distance. "Give up, Timo," a squirrel called. "You'll hurt yourself," a bird warned. But Timo only shouted back, "No, I must finish this." With each step, the stone shook. It rolled back a little, and Timo would dig his tiny feet into the earth to stop it. He was tired, thirsty, and covered in dust, but he kept going. By the end of the day, Timo reached the top. He stood there, chest puffed out, proud and smiling. "I did it!" he shouted. "I really did it!" The animals clapped from below. Even the owl, who rarely spoke, gave a small hoot of praise. But just then, something terrible happened. A soft wind blew. The ground beneath the stone shifted, and before Timo could blink, the giant rock started to roll. "Timo, watch out!" someone screamed. Timo dove to the side just in time. The rock rolled faster and faster, down the very hill he had climbed all day. The animals ran, birds flew, and rabbits dove into their burrows. The stone thundered down the slope and smashed right into Timo's small vegetable patch at the bottom of the hill. All his hard work, all his carrots, cabbages, and sweet tomatoes, gone, crushed into the dirt. Timo stood frozen, his eyes filled with tears. He had worked months to grow that garden. It was his pride, it was his joy. Now, it was nothing but broken stems and crushed roots. The animals came closer, quiet and sad. "I only wanted to be strong," Timo said softly. "But now, I've lost what truly mattered." A gentle deer stepped forward and placed a flower on the ground beside the ruined garden. "You are strong, Timo," she said. "Not because of a rock, but because you cared so much. That takes real strength." And one by one, the animals brought seeds, water, and tools. Together, they helped Timo rebuild his garden. It took weeks, but when it was done, it was even more beautiful than before. Indeed, true strength is not shown by how much you can lift, but by how much love and care you give. We have also seen that pride can blind us from what really matters. Another good lesson from this story is that sometimes what we try to prove to others can end up hurting us the most. If you enjoyed this story and the lesson behind it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Great Stories Animated for more heart-touching tales and life lessons.